There was like, I couldn't do it. I flipped out. It was like my emotions like turned on like a faucet and just like started flooding through my entire body. I was sobbing. Like, they like skirted off and I was running after the car. My own judgment is like, man, everyone's watching me like crying. Like all these emotions are just like beating the shit out of me, honestly. And I'm like, okay, how does it make sense at all for me to be here in this world if it doesn't matter what I'm going to do? I'm always going to get the abuse side of the stick. I went in, I found the firearm in our house, and I put it to my head and I pulled the trigger. I was like, you are going to pay for what you just did because you're going to have a death on your hands. During this whole entire process, Kanum was like banging on the door, like trying to help save his brother.
You didn't have any type of safe zone because everybody at school knew about this. Having that work, so your whole job knows that. So I can't go to family. Where do I go except away?
Things you went through is not uncommon.
Because my mom, I attempted to similar things. My mom don't know nothing about it. Mm-hmm. I can't hesitate what I'm about to say. I just have to say it. And I said, you can't afford not to get this to him. I said, because I know what it sounds like when a parent loses their child. Because my sister died at 25.
I grew up with 4 other siblings. I'm the oldest. I've had the thought of, people are better off without me. And I know that what we do now is obviously very clearly preventing this.
Like fast forward now, all right, like what we have here is insane. All right.
Okay. Let's go ahead and get started.
Chew you, Ned.
Welcome to... Wow. Yeah.
Y'all are funny.
Welcome to episode, what, 4? 4. We got Juan Antonio.
Okay.
Amos. JohnAnthony with us.
In the flesh.
Yes, sir. Entrepreneur. Daddy of 1.
Yeah.
On purpose. At 21.
Yeah.
And... See, we just had your brother on too, and your mom.
Awesome. That was good.
Your sister's gonna come on here, dude. She's what, 15 now?
I think so. Yeah, she's about to be a freshman.
14, 15. Yeah, it'd be cool to have her on here. But anyway, sidetracked.
14.
Entrepreneur, dad of 1, husband.
Yeah.
All on purpose.
All on purpose.
And I wanted to also mention the amount of. We're also gonna get into this. The transformation that I've seen from pictures that you showed me of what you used to look like and how you used to talk and the music you listened to.
Oh my goodness.
To now.
You should put those on the screen.
That would be a good idea. I think I might.
I'll send them to you.
It's like
Trippy Red.
Yes, that's where we started. And now it's like Trippy Red from what's the after effect? What's the after picture? What would you compare it?
Did you say Terry Crews?
You said Tiger Woods.
Terry Crews.
We're gonna fight.
Tiger Woods.
Tiger. Yeah, that's a good one actually.
Before the drinking.
Okay, before the drinking and okay.
Trippy Red to Tiger Woods.
That is
yeah.
Wow, okay.
All right, we'll go with it.
TT.
We'll go with it. So yeah, dude, welcome. This is gonna be a good one because we're gonna go into, I'd say probably at least 2 to 3 topics. Most of which you, me, and Kyle all have some pretty good experience in.
Okay.
One of them being, of course, Kyle mentioned to me beforehand, great power comes great responsibility.
Yes.
Good old Spider-Man.
It's my favorite superhero, actually. So
then we're also going to go into the teens, what they're going through mentally right now and why it's leading to so many early suicides, because that's insane. That should not be happening. It actually should be getting better, and it's not. It's getting way worse. And then we'll also go a little bit into our individual stories and how we're helping and what we're actually doing, because that's why we're here. We're actually here to show everyone what we're doing in our local community and then worldwide to help solve those issues with the kids first. Well, I wouldn't say first, actually. First with the parents, leading into the kids, so that the kids finally have a good example to lead by when they grow up. Because most of us, unfortunately, grew up in a family or a household or environment where the leaders that we had weren't quite necessarily leading on purpose. They were leading to somewhere that was unconsciously given to them by their parents. So it wasn't really directed in the best way.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna talk about and show everyone the things that we're doing currently with our kids, with our environment, with our community, that is going in a way that's actually best for every single person. So with that being said, I totally forgot my main question. Can you start off?
Oh no, I've seen where this leads. Go ahead.
Did you watch the one with Kanoom?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yep. Start off, because I had him go into his childhood and how it was for him on his side. So go into how it was for your side.
Oh,
Wait, question. Yo, can you like bust a rap or like?
Dude, yeah.
that's what I thought he was going to do. That's why I said, "Oh no."
I forgot.
All right, give me a tempo.
A tempo.
Yeah.
A tempo.
Go ahead, Kyler. I don't know. If you get it.
Okay. I was gonna hit the table, but it's gonna make a really loud
I'm gonna
noise.
do a little.
I went DMX in my head.
No, not. Okay, just a.
Oh, you want the drum beat?
Yeah.
Is
Just
he gonna add to it?
You
have to add to it.
No,
All right.
he doesn't. You could if you
All
want.
right, go ahead. You first.
Justin Timberlake over here.
Oh. He started.
All right, well done. There we go.
All right, and see that
I
one
just sprinkle a
coming.
little bit on.
I
there.
didn't know where that was gonna go.
I
I was gonna.
I was about to start singing Michael Jackson. That's what I thought we were gonna go there.
Man in the mirror.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember growing up, my grandma had this fascination with Justin Timberlake. Like,
Yeah, they freaky.
we listened every time I was at her house in the car, Justin Timberlake 24/7. So that is what were exposed to all the time. And I know now that he used to make, he used to make his music just with his like what he was doing. I don't know what you call it. There's a word for it.
Beatboxing.
his voice.
Thank you. Yeah, just
Yeah.
with his voice.
So
But not-
he's talking about like the music part, not the words.
like the instrumentals,
Oh, okay.
just with his voice.
This is just funny because my image is your grandma just hugging a
Okay.
Justin Timberlake
Okay.
vinyl
See, I don't know if this actually happened,
in her
but
60s.
I remember her telling me a story of she went to a concert of his one time, and I don't know the rest of the story whatsoever. All I think happened was just like this moment of like, and she he touched her finger or something, and then she loved him forever. I have no
She
idea.
threw her
if that
panties on the
happened.
stage.
That's way too far.
Brother.
That's what the old ladies used to do.
What old lady do you know, bro?
Man, ain't the Teddy Pendergrass and all that. They used to be like, oh my God, Teddy. And they throw the bras on the panties on the
Yeah,
stage.
I'm too young.
no,
I don't
okay.
even know who that
All right.
is. My-
No,
Shout
I
out
got to ask about the story now because I need to finish it with not that.
yeah. Oh,
All right, go into how it was with Kanoom and your sister and your mom and all that.
okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, how say 10 is the most detailed and most vulgar. 1 is like, okay, anybody can stomach it.
8 to 10.
What would you say your brother's description was at?
I don't remember. Because I wasn't looking at it with those
With
lenses.
that, what would you say Kanoom's was at? I would say probably 6, 7. I did not mean to do that, by the way.
If anybody is watching this and did the motion, you're
Don't do it. Yeah, I did not mean to do that.
Have you seen my interview with Mitch?
I believe I listened to it.
Okay.
I don't think I watched it,
Okay.
but it's been a while. So I'd say put yourself in the perspective of someone who needs to hear it from someone else, but they will never say it themselves out loud. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Because we'll make this we can make this very personal. Because I think the things that we're going to be talking about is going to be things that people need to hear.
Okay.
So yeah, we can take it as far as we need to.
Okay. So where do I start, right? It's a lot. So me and my brother, look, now we have a really great relationship. Like, I love that kid to death. And I love what he's doing. He's a very hard worker, and he's actually doing a lot of really cool things for the community here. But our relationship was not always like that. When we first started off, we hated each other and often were looking to hurt each other. We yelled at each other all the time. It was just very abusive relationship. And that, I think, came from a few things, right? So first, you have both of us being put in school and our grades being compared against each other, right? We were both like smart in school, right? But I tried not nearly as hard as he did. Like, he actually made the effort to get this straight. Like, you guys know, right? He made the effort to put the straight A's and get every single thing to the T. He would get anxiety if he got a 89, right? Versus me, I was like, I already know this shit. Like, why am I sitting here doing the same work over and over and over and over again? I don't need to. So my effort in school was not nearly the same. I just was like, I'll take the test, pass it, or get 100 on it, flying colors. But the homework I wouldn't care about. So my report card grade, if you mix all those together, it would be like a C, right? Because I wasn't doing my homework assignments. So we would get compared a lot, put up against each other, and that created a lot of tension already. So that's one.
You guys played polar opposites.
Yeah. Yes. In a lot of ways, actually. I was more of like before Kingdom got into music, he was struggling to figure out a talent. Like, that was something that he struggled with for a long time, because he thought people's identification, people's personality was their talent. Like, what are they good at? So when I was young, he's a really good artist. Like, I have all these pictures. I can send you those too. But all these different drawings I was able to do, and I would get accolades from different people. Oh my God, you're so good. And so Kanum's there like, well, what can I do? And so that's another point of separation, right? And then, so you have the grades, then you have the talent point. And this one is more of like I don't know if I can ever confirm this, but it was more of like a suspicion. But if you notice, if you look at the previous two podcasts, this might sound like very silly, but it was a thing that I considered when I was younger. My brother and my mom are the same like skin tone, and so is my sister and my dad. So I'm the only one that is this dark. Now, my brother now looks a bit darker, but back when we were younger, he looked closer to your complexion, kind of. Mm-hmm. And I was still like, kind of like, I was like this.
Spent too much time in the oven.
Okay. I actually was a C-section, so they took me out early. Shit, if I would have spent more time, bro, I would look a bit darker. So where I was going with that is that my mom's side of the family is darker, right? So the thing that I was kind of like, the belief that I had there was that my dad didn't view me the same because it was like I was not even a part of his family. My brother was like his true offspring because everyone said he looked just like him.
Yeah.
Everyone always said that I look like my mom's side of the family. So now insert a third point of separation. You have grades, you have the talents, now you have the whole family side thing, right? You have a bunch of minor points in between there too, but like already there, it's like enough to create two individuals who hate each other.
Yep.
So
constant competition.
Yes, always. And then I remember when we were younger, he would copy me often. I just hated it. So like I would say something, right? Or I'd be singing a song like, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, and like he'd literally repeat it. And I'm like, what are you doing? And what are you doing? I'm like, stop, stop. I'm like, and like it was always not only we were in competition to outdo the other person, but we were also in competition of how could we spite each other the most. Like how can we annoy the other person the most?
Yeah.
And so that grew into like a very violent thing where I remember one time he had pissed me off so much that because I had new martial arts at this point, right? I had pinned him down to the ground. I had his leg and I had my fist in a like this, like a knuckle fist. And I was just pounding I was just pounding him in his leg. I might have been in 8th grade, 9th grade. So
what age is that?
15, 16, like around that
Ninth
age.
grade is
14.
Ninth grade is 14. I thought it was 15.
No, plus 5.
Oh, 9th grade is 14. Wow. Okay. So 16, no, I wasn't 16. Yeah, no, I was like around 14.
Freshman
I
in high
was,
school.
yeah, I wasn't a junior doing that. When I got to junior year, I wasn't hitting him like that anymore.
So if you're 14, that makes him what, 12?
Yeah, 12 or 11.
That's a gap.
Yeah.
So you had some strength on him for sure.
Yes, I've actually until recently because he's working out now. Like he's not buff, but he's super toned. So he has like his muscles are dense; they're just not thick. But before that was the thing. Like he was super skinny. You see pictures of him, you like, is he anorexic? Versus me, I was always a bit, chunkier or like beefier, and so that's how I'd always get a hold of him. But it was also this weird relationship that eventually I'd start to feel bad, right? Because I'm like, okay, I'm doing too much. Obviously, I can overpower him. So then what I'd let him do is like kind of fight me back. And it became like this weird parasitic relationship, like very manipulative, abusive relationship where it's like, okay, I'll abuse you, but then it's okay, you can abuse me back. And then I'll tell you some jokes to lighten you up. Like I always knew what to say to make him like kind of snap out of his possession that it seemed like he was in sometimes when he got super angry. I always knew what to say to get him back laughing, right? And so that was my justification of even starting the abuse in general. It's because like, okay, I know how to, bring it back. So this is how me and my brother were. And so it just kind of like got worse and worse. The time it got better was when we were in high school. And I started realizing like long term, I do not want a brother that hates me. So, okay, let me try to figure out how to change my expression. Like, do I actually love him? Do I care about him? Do I really? And that came with its own challenges of like figuring out that piece. But kind of back to like the beginning, right? Or like kind of the origins. So the way that we got punished, I think also contributed heavily to us being so against each other.
What do you mean?
So whenever we got in trouble, we get like beat pretty hard, right? By, we'd get like, and he got in trouble way less than I did. All right. So naturally I had a lot more marks. I had a lot more bruises. I bled a lot more from the beatings, right? But if you, like, say you have an older brother that you hate and you're watching him get beat and you know that you did the right thing, that's why you're not getting beat, but you hate this other brother, what are you going to do to win, to kind of like solidify that, okay, I've won in this competition of spite? What are you going to do?
Laugh.
Exactly. So there would be times where like, say my dad like didn't close and lock the door, he'd like opened it and left it creaked or something like that. My brother, he'd be like in the corner and he'd be like dancing and smiling and laughing, like silently behind while my dad's like,
while he's getting you.
Yes. And so that like,
Oh, I see. Okay.
that like solidified like, okay, this guy is not on my team at all.
Yeah.
I will always be out to get, I hate him. I will eventually fuck you up. So which is crazy, right? Like the whole dynamic, how that even happens, right? There's so many different layers. So many things have to go wrong for that moment to happen.
Yeah. Because if you knew everything, of course, that we knew right now,
Yeah.
it would have never happened that way.
1,000%. Absolutely not. Yeah.
It's like watching any action movie and you're seeing a scene go by and someone goes in a room that they're not supposed to. Like, why in the world would you walk in there?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any
Or
that's
a
like,
horror movie, like a bad
Yeah,
horror
yeah, yeah.
movie. Yeah. It's like, why would you take this route instead of this route? Okay. Why would you put the keys somewhere where you know you're going to drop them? Okay. Why would you run somewhere where you know you're going to trip? Like, it's like that. Why would you put black people in the movie? You know, they died first. Oh, it's just our curse. Oh, no, but so that heavily contributed to our separation as well. There's a lot of foundational issues that caused as well, but I guess I'd like you to ask some more like detailed questions from there, because I'm kind of just giving like a general.
Yeah. I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm just trying to see where we could go deeper in there. Because
Okay.
what I'm trying to lead you to is your story that you've so beautifully put for everyone when you first started using TT consistently,
Okay,
and the change from Trippie Redd to Tiger Woods.
gotcha, bro.
Because there was the moment there where it got really, really bad.
Yeah.
And it could have gone into a completely different direction, but it didn't.
To give a little bit more context, my dad he went to the military, right? His dad was also not there because his dad was incarcerated. So his mom also had to step up and be the quote unquote dad. And women can't provide the same things that a father can, and fathers can't provide the same thing that women can.
Mm-hmm.
So with that relationship, you're always going to have some things that are probably miscommunicated, probably not done effectively enough. Like the mom has to do both. How can she at all focus on the kids? It's almost impossible, right? My mom has told me several, like we had a conversation yesterday, and she was saying it was so stressful at work. When I got home, all I was focused on was like relieving the stress. So I would ask y'all, how was y'all's day? But really, I didn't want to know. Like, y'all said good, and I was like, all right, y'all are good. And that's pretty much how it is, like, for a lot of families. For my dad, though, it was even worse, right? They were also struggling with a lot more money problems. Like, he has 3 other siblings. He was the oldest, just like I was. And he would have to walk very, very far to school. He would have to walk very, very far to go get cigarettes for his mom. Like, it's just like stuff that like you don't send a child out to do. And so eventually that builds a boy that's just now old. You don't have a man.
Mm-hmm.
You have a boy that's old and doesn't know how to manage life and just trying his best, right? So the military promised him A, B, and C. And so he's like, okay, I'm trying my best at this thing called life. Fine. They're saying they have the answer. Let me try it. Goes into it, gets dishonorably discharged for something. But the point is, like, it didn't, work for him. He couldn't figure it out. And he tries like another, like this super spiritual thing, right? They're saying, hey, we have the answer. Ends up being like a cult. And the leader is like into some, all kinds of crazy stuff. But then he tries another thing. So he's like, yeah, when a boy's not developed into a man, they don't see how they can create. They're just seeking and looking to follow the next thing. And so, unfortunately, the consequences of that fell onto me over the past generations. Right? And I'm paraphrasing and I'm like oversimplifying a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
But the basis is a lot of people drop the ball unexpectedly, unintentionally, or intentionally. But because they weren't educated and didn't see how are we supposed to effectively lead our generation, create a legacy, they did the complete opposite, and it was pretty much effectively like almost ruined it, right? So that's when I say all these things about my family, I'm not blaming them, right? Like I understand a lot of things happen for them to get into that spot that they may or may not have had control over, right? they didn't ask to be born into that family. They were born into it, and the consequences happened. Right. And so with my upbringing specifically, I had no emotional intelligence at all. Okay. So anytime I got into a relationship, if something didn't go my way, like these episodes would be so crazy. Like I'd be banging my head against the wall. Like it'd be like
That's what I was just about to ask. Like, what did that actually look like?
Okay, so the first real relationship that I had that ended, so just to give you a small peek into that, like one time she had left her phone somewhere and forgot to text me good night or something like that. And so I'm thinking she's mad at me, and it's like maybe 6 p.m., but she fell asleep. So it's like I'm like, how are you asleep at 6 p.m.? But she fell asleep, and so I'm like still up. Now it's like 10. I'm like getting like freaking out. Like, is she mad at me? What is happening? And bro, I ended up staying till 3 a.m. Like worried, calling her. She woke up to 52 missed calls, some crazy number. Yeah. So that's how insane. Like I was like rocking back and forth like a person in a insane asylum. And she calls me eventually because she wakes up. Of course, you go to sleep at 6. You're gonna wake up early, right? She wakes up at like 3:30 or something like that. She calls. She's like, "You're insane, right? you are crazy. Like I do not want to be with you anymore." And of course, like when that ended,
This is a call you got at 3 a.m.
yeah,
in high school.
yeah. And she's like, "You're crazy, right?" And I'm crying. I'm sobbing. I'm like, "Please, like." I love you, da 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 da. Right, the whole show, bro. And eventually, of course, that relationship ends. So I internalized that. I'm like, okay, I showed love to somebody, and they went and like left me. Okay, all right, got it. That happened once, like with an outside relationship, right? I get into another relationship, right? And essentially the exact same thing happens. So I'm like, okay, this happened twice. Okay, this is the pattern. All right. So then it happens again, right? And at this point, I'm like, all right, well, I don't want to be like one of these playboys who's just getting women left and right. I actually want a relationship because that's the thing I never had with my family, right? So I don't want to be this, fucking Hugh Hefner. Right? I didn't want that. But what's funny is that everyone outside of me thought that I was trying to be that because I had gotten relationships with so many women. They saw that I was a playboy. I'm like, no, I just don't know how to have a successful relationship longer than a few weeks.
Yeah, like anybody that looks good and knows how to talk to people and get or attract people at a big amount is seen as, oh, you're sleeping with everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's the automatic assumption. It's like it's whatever. Comes with the territory. But
Comes with the skill.
Comes with the skill, yeah. Hindsight, right? You know how I said like it happened once, and it happened twice, and it happened 3 times. The reason why all of those even happened is because of this. With my mom, whenever I like would get beat, my mom was never. I could never see physically my mom. She was always somewhere else.
Oh, I see.
So later on, after my dad and my mom divorced and they split up, I thought my mom was my like best friend, like because you have the lesser of two evils, right? One is beating you all the time. Mom can act any way she wants. I'm gonna gravitate towards her. Then after that separation happened, and I was just pure her. And I started to like realize, oh, she's really distant. She's not even here. Like, we got abused, and where were you? Is other things that running. I'm just blaming her completely. And that was actually the true first time that I showed love to somebody, a woman, and they left. So because that was there, I never dealt with those emotions. Then I just attracted that in all of my other relationships. Also almost in my own marriage. And so to kind of like speed forward a little bit, right? We get to high school, senior year, or junior and senior year. This was the longest relationship I had been in. We had a super toxic relationship, but that's why it lasted so long. We were both toxic to each other. I was no longer the nice guy that was like just hopeless romantic. I let anybody run over me, but I still love you. Like, I was no longer that. I was a little bit more cutthroat.
So you went to the opposite polarity.
Yeah. I still didn't become like a hoe, right? But I did go into like no, I'll start yelling and get into an argument with you, and I'll be a asshole. Like, I'll do that because you're gonna do it to me, right? So, eventually, like, argument after argument after argument, like, it just gets bad. Sometimes she's like hitting me. We never are able to communicate. Eventually, Kanum starts taking this process that we have here with our community. He starts taking it a little bit seriously, right? He starts questioning some of the things that he sees are not beneficial for our family. Mm-hmm. He starts looking into how can we actually create success for ourselves in the world and the community. He starts like looking at those things and how to do it. Starts looking at himself, right? The different emotional things he was looking through. So he started doing that. And naturally, a common effect that I see when I, look at people that start doing this process, it kind of affects people around them.
Yeah.
Right. So he was taking it on, thanks to Kyle, actually, because Kyle was in Kanum's ear, right? Like, hey, what you just, that's abusive to your sister. Like, wow, like, what kind of relationship do you want with your sister?
Like, how was that supporting her?
Yeah.
In whatever situation it was. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Whatever situation it was. Right. I think it's like sometimes like we would yell at her or like we would hit her or something. It's like just simple stuff, right? Like, it's not even rocket science, but it's things that are not explained to you as a child. So you never even think to develop that skill of questioning. Is this the right decision or not? Now, parents are always expecting the child to have that inner moral calculator. It's like, that's built. You have to give them that. You have to teach them how to have that. So we didn't have that, right? But he was starting to kind of figure out how to develop it. So it was kind of bleeding over to me. And so I remember having this realization with me and my ex. I was like, I don't have to participate in these arguments. A lot of them I am kind of perpetuating. And so when I had that thought, anytime like she had something she didn't like, it's like, okay, like, you actually have a point. I could do better on that. And for maybe it was like 1 to 2 weeks, it felt like Zen. The best the relationship had ever been. We were like going to the park, like shit, we went on dates, like we were like, it was great, right? And I felt like such a relief. It's like, finally, like we were talking about peace earlier, right? The peace, I finally have it. I've been fighting my entire life to get to this moment. Like, I've went through so much abuse just to have a moment of peace with someone, and I finally have it. These are the things that are going through my head, right? And so one night we decided to like celebrate, and we go out to this concert. The artist's name is Lucky. The younger kids probably know him.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You don't.
I'm assuming here in Houston.
I just remember the day when they went. That's why I'm laughing.
Oh,
yeah. No, he's not a Houston artist, but he came to Houston. Anyways, it'd be funny if you actually listen to Lucky. You're like, dang, this is bad for the kids. yeah. In hindsight, like, it's just like, anyways. We went to a Lucky concert. I spent like $700 on merch and eating and whatever, which is like, to me now it's like, all right, what am I gonna do with $700? But then that was a lot of money for me when I was like,
because this is high school, right?
High school.
Yeah.
$700 is a lot of money for me. $700 then would be like maybe 15 bands for me now. Maybe. like maybe 20 actually. So it was like a lot, maybe like 1,000.
Even though this was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's like $1 billion. My Rolex Apple Watch. No, but it was a lot. So, but I was like, you know what, like, you know, we've made it pretty much, right? So, we sleep over, right? She sleeps in my house that night, and I wake up and she's not there. And so I'm like, okay, maybe she's at work, whatever, right? Because now I'm like starting to think a little bit differently, right? I'm not jumping to conclusions, right? So I'm like, you know, let me give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, she's not there. Okay, she might be at work. Okay, fine. She might be in the restaurant. She could be anywhere. So I just get ready and go to work myself. God damn. At this time, I still had a bike. So it's almost 3 years ago, and I still had a bike. And so I just rode my bike to work, and on the way to work, something felt off. So I texted her. I said, "Hey, can you call?" And she's like, "No, I'm busy." I'm like, "Okay." I don't like usually when you're busy, you say why. Like at least she did to me. So the feeling just got worse. Like the feeling in my stomach kind of sunk further, right? So, eventually, I just start. You know, I'm just gonna open up the restaurant. I used to work as a host at the restaurant, so I was like, I'm just gonna open up the restaurant, right? And then I'm like, you know what? No, I need to call her, right? And so I called her. She didn't answer. I called her again. She didn't answer. And she texted me, "Hey, I'm busy. Sorry." I'm like, okay. Just like, what are you doing? She just didn't answer. And so her car actually pulls up to our restaurant. And the only reason I knew it was her car because she had these stickers on her bumper. So there's no other Civic out there that has these stickers.
Gave herself up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You gave yourself up, right? Side note, it was like impossible for me to see that same Civic anywhere else after this story, right? So I had to do a lot of emotional work on that. But anyways, to go back, I saw the car pull up and I'm like confused. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not confused kind of, but I'm like, all right, maybe she's coming to talk to me because I kept calling her so much. But my coworker hops out of the back seat
Of her car.
And I'm still not jumping to conclusions because it was the backseat, like an Uber.
It's like the trailer to the movie you're about to watch.
You mother. Bro, that's elite. That's funny, dude. So I was kind of like deluding myself, like, no, there's no way she could like, and like he was like some like fat Asian guy, right? I was like, so, okay, nothing against fat Asians, actually. Sorry, well, hold on.
It just wasn't what you were expecting.
Yeah, it's like completely different than the type that is what her type, right? Can't get canceled.
Yeah, this is going on YouTube. It'll be fine.
We're gonna hate speech. No, guys, I love fat Asians. Anyways, so
we're gonna blow you up in the comments.
Oh my goodness,
JohnAnthony hates Asians, especially fat ones.
That's the title.
Oh
That's the title of the episode.
I'm gonna make a bunch of fake accounts that are all filled with fat Asian
oh my
men.
Goodness. I mean, they're rare, bro. You don't see them often. Like,
yeah, he's got a good point. Yeah.
Anyways, I was about to channel my inner Theo Von. Let me stop. So he hops out of the back seat, right? I'm like, okay, maybe she just picked him up and took him to work. Maybe they know each other somehow. So I start to walk towards the car, and the car is like center, like here, right? So he hops the back seat. So I'm like walking towards the passenger side, and she's in the passenger seat. So now there's another layer of like what the hell? And I peek over, and it's another man that I've never seen driving her car. Okay, like all the deluding in the world, like you can't ignore. There's another man driving my woman's car.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so there was like I couldn't do it. I flipped out. Started trying to open the door, and she's in the window. She's like, "Go." She's telling me to go back in the restaurant, as if I need to be afraid of the guy that's in the. I'm like, what? Right? And so it's kind of from here that it feels like my emotions like turned on like a faucet and just like start flooding through my entire body. And I was very, very, I was sobbing. Like they like skirted off and I was running after the car for like a good minute. I was running after a car.
While you were working.
Yes, while I'm clocked in. Yes, good attention to detail. And so I'm like running after this car. I'm sobbing. I'm like, how could you do this? Like, why? Like, we've been together for all this time. Da, da, da. Right? And she actually calls me. She's like, John, calm down, please. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean calm down? Like you're another man's driving your car. You just skirted off. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, who is he? And she's like, John, we haven't even done anything yet. Yet, right? And like, if that didn't already put the nail in the coffin, or however the saying goes, like, that did, right? Or if me finding out, if them driving away didn't seal the deal, that did. So I just hung up, right? And I took a walk around the block trying to like figure out what just happened. And I'm just like crying so hard. I've never cried this hard. I've been beat so many times. I've never cried this hard. And eventually I, as I'm walking towards coming back to the restaurant, like it's just more and more anger building up. So I'm becoming like this ball of rage pretty much. Like imagine like the asteroid that apparently killed the dinosaurs. Like that's me. Like
Why is that?
Like imagine that dinosaur just looking up at the asteroid and like, oh, okay.
I was thinking more like Indiana Jones, the ball coming down to hit him almost, but you went straight to the giant asteroid that kills a planet, basically.
Yep. Because I almost, destroyed the restaurant. Mm-hmm. So I came back. And I actually did, I don't know if you can see the scar now, but there is a scar on my knuckle from when I punched the handicap sign and like left a big gash in my knuckle because I clipped the side of it. It's still bent to this day. It's a historical artifact. And when they said, bro, just leave. Because the coworker that went in there, he actually had like not that much to do with the whole situation, the whole cheating thing. He just happened to be that guy's friend that needed a ride, right? So it's like, how stupid can you be as my ex, right? Like showing up to the place that I work with the guy you're cheating on me with, that's actually retarded, but hey, whatever. So he's like, he kind of briefed everyone like, well, what's happening? So everyone knows I'm obviously not fit to work, right? So I get back, everybody knows what happened.
So not only did that just happen outside, but now everyone you work with now knows what just happened.
Yes. And everyone knows that everyone saw me run after a car.
Yep. And this is all
crying.
in public.
Yes. All of it.
Cold-blooded.
Yeah.
Man, if we had that recorded, I would have put it.
Ricky!
Like a Kanye West runaway. When he was running from the car. Oh, he was chasing the car too.
I look more like Ricky.
That's a bad ending.
Yeah. Hey, so they said just leave, right? So I left. I slammed the door and I actually broke the door hinge. Okay. It's probably not a surprise that I got fired from that job.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
They didn't even, because I had been there for less than 6 months, they didn't fire me. They just took me off the schedule because if they fire me, they have to pay me unemployment. But they just like never scheduled me again after.
Played this psychological game.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, don't have emotional tantrums. You can get fired from your
or at least figure out where in the world it's coming from so you can handle it.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, what is the actual reason? What is the root?
So where did that lead to?
Oh goodness.
Ricky.
Yeah, because now I have a whole day to just do whatever I want now after. So I get on my bike, start riding it home, and I'm sobbing, right? And this is hard because like there's cars coming. So my own judgment is like, man, everyone's watching me like crying. Like so all these emotions are just like beating the shit out of me, honestly. And the thought that I had was, okay, this person that I was with, they were broken. And that didn't work out. So if I can't even have a person that's broken, how will I ever have hope of having anything that's really fixed? So I was like, the only thing I want is a relationship. So if it couldn't happen there, then there's like no hope for me. This is a very weird way of thinking, but it's the way that I thought. And so on the bike ride home, I'm like, there's no point. Like I did everything. Like I started, taking responsibility within our relationship. Really what I was doing is diluting myself a little bit more, but I started taking more responsibility within a relationship. I was riding my bike home and I was like, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to get beat anyways. Right? Like beat anyways. Wow. That's crazy that I said that. Okay. So because the relationship is the same that I had developed when I was younger, I felt like no matter what I did, I was going to get beat anyways. If I did something good or if I did something bad. That's why I always did the thing that I wanted to do. Because my parents would interpret whatever my actions were, was whatever. Like they would interpret my actions, they would interpret my actions however they wanted to. Mm-hmm. So the thing that I had built within myself, the pattern was like, it doesn't matter what I do, I'm going to get beat. So you take that to here.
Learned helplessness.
Yes. It doesn't matter what I did within a relationship, I'm going to get beat. I'm going to get abandoned. I'm going to get abused. And so I'm like, okay, how does it make sense at all for me to be here in this world if it doesn't matter what I'm going to do? Or it doesn't matter what I do, right? I'm always going to get the abuse side of the stick. And so these thoughts are just kind of like festering in my mind. It's like this once again, the fucking asteroid, right? It's like it's becoming more and more, like it's just bigger and bigger and bigger. Like you're just like, damn. Sorry about that.
That was the asteroid hitting.
Right? It's a tiny little asteroid. Anyways, so I finally get home and I lock myself in the room. My brother and sister are home. Okay.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that part either.
Yeah, they hear this happening. Okay, so I add a little bit more context for that part. Yeah. So
that changes the story. Sorry, finish. That changes the story completely.
Facts.
So I'm in my room, right, and I'm crying on the floor, and like there's like I have a towel floor, so it was like it's just a cold floor, and the tears are like I have a puddle of water. So how much I'm crying, I'm just distraught, and so I'm like, I can't do this anymore, but I'm gonna give it one more shot, just one. I want to figure out what I did wrong. Like I'm still going into like the beating myself up, blaming myself point, right? So I want to figure out. I need some closure. I need to figure out what went wrong. And so I say, hey, like, can we please just talk for like 15 minutes?
You called her?
Yes. She didn't answer, but I texted her. She's like, okay, I'll be there in about 5 minutes. She's like, I guess. All right. So she's driving and 5 minutes go by and I'm like, okay, hey, where you're at? She's like, I'm sorry, I'll be there in about 10 minutes. Sorry. I'm like, okay. So 15 minutes go by I'm still waiting. I'm crying even more. I'm like, hey, where are you? She's like, sorry, I'll be there. I'll be there in 30. I'm like, fine. Like, this one chance that I'm giving is like being stretched to like think about a rubber band that's like at its maximum capacity, like for the stretchiness, and you're like, and so I called her eventually after waiting like an hour and a half, just an hour and a half on the floor, just crying, staring at my phone, waiting for her to text me back, just staring at my phone for an hour and a half crying. And I call her, and like there's like a bunch of shit happening in the background. Like when I called her, I'm like, hey, where are you? She's like, what do you mean? I was like, huh? You just told me you'd be here. John, I'm at Waffle House. Bye. And hung up. That rubber band snapped. Right. I'm going through all of this, and you're at Waffle House with your new fucking boyfriend. So that was like it for me. I had to make the decision right there. Okay. Remember how I told you that me and my brother, we were in competition all the time if we could spite each other the most? Mm-hmm. I was like, I'm going to spite the fuck out of you. And my version of doing that was I went in and I found the firearm in our house and I put it to my head and I pulled the trigger. Right? I was like, you are going to pay for what you just did because you're going to have a death on your hands now. This is the decrepit thinking that came from years and years and years of abuse and no education and no real explanation. Through somebody's accidental mistake, right? There was no round in the chamber. There usually is. So that's how I'm here sitting in front of you right now. And it didn't, unfortunately the story didn't end there. Like there's even more, right? I did that. I got even more pissed off. So I tried with an X-Acto knife. I tried cutting my neck, but it was too dull.
Whoa.
So I just ended up like creating like these like burn marks because of how fast I was trying to do it, right? But it didn't actually cut. So I was just very like all this anger, right? All this rage now. And she had blocked me at this point. Because of course, like we all know my tendencies up until this point. I'm a very toxic, like I'm just spamming messages like, please, like I just need, right? So what I did, by the way, during this whole entire process, Kanim was like banging on the door, like trying to help save his brother.
So he heard kind of what was going on.
Yes, he knew what
and he's
was
trying
going
to help. Okay.
Yeah, and then Kyle kind of knew what was going on too, because I called him while it was happening, like because I knew he was my support system, right? Even while this was happening, but
another part of this is Jakaya was seeing some of these messages.
Hold on,
right?
I was about to get there.
Okay,
all right. So he's banging on the door, right? Like trying to, and I'm like, leave me the fuck alone. So like they all know what's happening. And my mom somehow finds out. So she's like on the way to come, see what's up with her son. So remember, like my ex had blocked me at this point. So what I did was I manipulated my sister into giving me her iPad so that I could text my ex through her iPad. Now her iPad is synced with her phone. So she saw all the messages that I was sending.
Jakaya was?
Yes. Jakaya saw all the messages that I was sending towards my ex and the messages that we were sending back and forth between each other. So she is watching this, and so is my brother. Like, they're all watching this, the whole family. You might ask, like, where was I? Okay. I was like, I need to locate this woman because I'm not going to accept that she was not going to come here. I became insane that day. I was like, I'm going to find her. There's only a few places she would be. She's not going to be home because she knows I would go there. she's probably going to be at this friend's house because I've noticed on our location that she's been there a few times in the past month. And I remember it was by this La Mi Tienda, which is a store, right? I remember it was by this like store in Pasadena. So I'm gonna find out what apartments are close to that store. And then I remember that it was on the left side of the building of the apartment that was in the store. So I'm gonna figure out which building it is, and I'm gonna take an Uber all the way there and literally ring the doorbell of every single door there.
This guy went straight Criminal Minds.
Bro went door knocking.
To figure out what.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So.
And I know we can laugh about it now, but you were going through it.
Yeah. No, it was. So like I literally ordered the Uber, and as the Uber is coming to come pick me up, I'm getting in the car, and my mom is pulling up and getting out and running after me as she's seeing me take off. How that must have been for her is like, I actually have never asked her about that now that I think about it. She's like, she knows that her son is suicidal and he's leaving somewhere she doesn't know. And yeah, actually, I should go talk to my mom about that. That's crazy. I never considered how she would feel in that moment. That's actually pretty heavy. Wow. Okay. So, okay. So I get to the place, right? There's a gate. I hop over the gate and I actually see her car. So I was like, I fucking nailed it. I was right. I predicted where she was going to be. And it's getting an oil change for some weird reason. Like, it's literally jacked up getting an oil change. I'm like, what? Like, so many things about this story doesn't make sense. Like, and so I literally am with my sister's iPad saying, like, I took a picture of her car. I'm like, I'm here. Come out. Right? Like, I need to talk to you. She's like, you're crazy. I'm going to call the police. Like, she's like, I'm going to call 911. Right? She's like, oh no. She's like, I'm going to tell your dad. Which is, to me, worse than the police. I was like, no, I'm sorry. Like, I just want to talk. Like, please just come out here. She just stopped answering. So I went to knocking on all the doors. And, like, of course, I didn't get anywhere with that. So now, like, remember, this day started in the morning. Like, now the sun is coming down, right? And at this point, like, I'm just sitting here with the iPad and I'm just crying on the cement, right? And my dad's car pulls up. I'm like, fuck. And he says, come here. And he kind of gives me like a hug, right? And this was a very like, I felt some warmth in that moment. Like almost like, okay, like he understands what I'm going through. And so he's like, come on, it's all right, like pick yourself up. And so I was like, oh my goodness, like I need something to kind of help take care of me right now because of how lost I am. And so I was like, okay, finally, I have that peace. There's a theme here. As soon as we get in the car, he's like, okay, so tell me what happened. Well, I know I haven't told you, right, Dad, but I've had this girlfriend. Girlfriend? You mean girlfriend? She's like, you know, I've been with her. How long you been with her?
Turns into an interrogation real quick.
Yeah. Dad didn't want to tell you because she was Mexican, and you didn't even give me the chance to like her. You're just assuming I'm not gonna like her because she's not black. And like very instantly, that feeling of relief turned right back into all the rage that I was feeling before, and I was trying to get out of the car as it was moving. He had this shit on child lock, I guess. Like I couldn't. But I so many times that day, I just wanted everything to be over. So I had gone like very, very, very far off of the line, right? And like when we get back to the house, my parents are talking about putting me in therapy, and I'm like, bro, what? Like, y'all are too late. Like, what do you mean therapy? You want me to talk about the things I already know that are wrong about me? What? For what? Okay, I'll do it. If it's gonna make you shut up and feel like you're being a good parent. It's like all the stuff that's going in my head. And I will, again, disclaimer, like this is a blame towards the parents. This is like not acceptable, right? But it's the only thing I was doing at that moment. Blame never ends up in this creating a solution you want or you need. Is the better statement. So after that, I like heavily dive into drugs. Because when we were together, one of the things that she didn't like about me is that I didn't smoke with her, that I didn't drink with her. I wasn't fun really. So I overcompensated by being like super like entertainment wise, right? Like trying to make her laugh all the time because I knew that I didn't fill that void for her with somebody else. And so I went heavy into that to try to prove to her like I can be cool, right? And so I was literally like smoking every single day. I started taking shrooms. Little by little, I started drinking alcohol.
Is that why you was posting that stuff on social media?
Yes. Right. And it kind of like little by little, it just got like further and further and further and deeper and deeper. And even there, like eventually we started having conversations again. And she did tell me the reason why she decided to cheat on me. She said, John, it wasn't necessarily anything that you did. It was that he makes me feel okay about being miserable. I was like, what? She was like, he is a shitty person. He's physically beat me. Like this new boyfriend that she has. He's physically beat me. He slashed my tires. He's gotten arrested in my car several times. But because of that, I don't have any pressure of having to change or grow myself. So
these are the people that you went to school with.
Yes. By the way, you look on reviews, a good school. Like,
and that was senior year.
Yes.
And also, what he just told us was one day. So
Yeah.
which means all this was taking on so long and he had no clue about it.
This was an accumulation of many different
Time periods that a sequence of events for her to play this character and that all this was going on.
So actually he's right on. Kaylana, my wife, she actually knew everything that was going on before I did. Because her best friend's boyfriend was in the same friend group that the cheater guy was in. So not only her, but almost the entire school knew that she was cheating on me. And I was the only one I was oblivious to it.
How many people went to that school?
It's a 6A school. I think it's like 6,000. I think it's more, honestly.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. But like I was so oblivious for the whole entire time. Everyone was like, yeah, John, we all knew she was cheating on you. Like nobody told me.
So this is also, I think you skipped over a major, you said Kaylana, your wife now, she was not, like you guys weren't friends or anything back then. Like you guys didn't even know each other.
We didn't even know each other, and she knew that I was going through all of that abusive shit.
Also, this made me
She felt
think
pity for me.
that you didn't have any type of safe zone because everybody at school knew about this. Then, you in high school, you go to work. So now, and then that stuff happened at work. So your whole job knows that. You kind of go, and like you said, this is not about blame, but this happened. Your dad comes to get you, and then my parent just interrogated me.
So can't go to family.
So I can't go to family. Where do I go except away or try to go away?
Yeah, and that really kind of, that built the foundation. That, like, you're right. Those environments create the perfect recipe of, like, all right, full selfishness. I don't care about anybody but myself. Fuck the world.
And I understand why you're telling this story, because there might be someone listening to the story like, hey, this is just a breakup story. It's not that big of a deal. Everybody goes through it. That's not necessarily why I wanted you to tell the story, as to say, like, this was a horrible experience. I was crying. It was terrible. No. This is to show this is an accumulation of what happens at a young age when none of us know how to communicate what the hell's going on inside of us.
Yeah.
Not only to ourselves, but to other people. And we don't have the environment. We don't have the parents. We don't have anyone that we feel that we can talk to get through that, so that we can have if these moments come up, they don't continue and lead to where you led to.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, there was nothing loaded, thankfully.
Yeah.
But what are the chances of the other kids that actually happens to? Because it's not
even the chances. Like, you just look at the rates, it happens. Like, unfortunately, that's not a question we have to ask. Unfortunately.
Hey guys, pretty good so far. JohnAnthony is going into a lot of detail, and it's beautiful. So this is part 1 of 2. So we're going to release the second half of where he's actually at now and what's become of his life now for next month. So I'll let you guys know when that's going to come out. Thanks for listening.
We need a squad to fail the real ones, yeah. Need a squad to fail the real ones. One ain't enough. We need a squad to fail.